Okay.
I didn't know if I was going to make it in time. I literally just walked in the door.
And how is she?
She's good. I mean, she's got a cast on her foot. You know, she had surgery on it, but this is the most minor surgery she's had.
Right.
I mean, she's had both knees replaced, and both shoulders operated on, and all that stuff. So she's doing real good. It's not the pain. I don't know how to get this. Let me turn the light on. Maybe that'll help out some. It's just the inconvenience of being on crutches.
Yeah. Yeah.
So our conference went real well. What they're trying to do, the way I understand it, is unify the world on the one compensation plan and things like that.
And have they started that?
Well, it starts in January.
Right. So they're not kind of telling you what they're doing with the marketing plan so far?
Yeah, they did. They told us.
Okay. So they haven't told us yet. So it's interesting to know what it is.
They added IMD, EMD, PMD, and STAR PMD.
All right. Okay, that's interesting. STAR PMD. What's that one?
They said, and from the stage, they said, Bob and Sue are already STAR PMDs. So you have to have 8 lines in bonus.
Right.
I have 12.
Right. Oh.
Okay, and you have to be doing over 400,000 a month in business. I do over 700,000. Okay, nice. So that's not a problem. And my lines are all real. Yeah. Okay.
And what about the qualifications for all these PMDs and EMDs? It's the same as we've got in the UK or not?
Yeah, it's to IMD is 96,000, 6 PB and 4 POB.
Wow. Right.
EMD is 192,000, 7 and 4 structure.
Right.
PMD is 384,000, 8 and 5.
Wow.
And STAR PMD is just 400,000.
Right. And that's 8 and 5 as well.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now, I mean, I think 90% of the NMDs have no fucking structure.
Right.
They're just going to let them stay there. But to go above this, you have to have real fucking business.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Not these phony fucking lines.
Yeah.
I got people in my downline that try to bullshit me. I said, I can read a PVC report. My favorite question to NMDs is,
what's your third line?
What's your strongest line?
I know that one.
And I say, I'm telling you, what would you do this 4 months to not have to do anything the rest of the time? We did 97 meetings a month.
Yeah.
There's so many people today sign people up and they shake their hand and say good luck. They don't train them.
Yeah.
So
what's the actual compensation? I mean, is it still the same? Is it still, you get 100 quid or $100 if you get to DD, SDD to the...
No, the bonuses are staggering. It's 109,000. It's 30,000 for PMD.
Yeah.
25,000 for EMD. I don't have all that in front of me. It starts as like at BF at $500 and it goes up to 1,000 and 2,000 and 5,000. But once it gets to going to IMD, it's 30, 20, it's 20,000 to go to IMD, 25,000 EMD, and 30,000 PMD. Wow.
So what happens to your kind of the money that you get paid into your medical insurance? Is that still going to continue as well?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. So this is on top of that.
Yeah.
That's a big increase. And I heard you're going to have a price increase as well. Is that right?
Yes. But it made it, the price increase is simple. What they did was 90% of the people I know is the math, okay? So when they're trying to recruit somebody and they got to explain, this is the retail price, this is the wholesale price, this is PVC. So they did with one price now. So the trio is 300.
Right.
That's shipping, tax,
Right.
everything.
Yeah.
And you get paid, and so the 5% performance bonus dropped to 3%.
Okay. Yeah.
But we're getting paid on 300 rather than 165.
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
So, and people came to me there because they know I know numbers. On some of the products, it went down 82 cents per box. Some of them went up $1. You know? But it made it much simpler for people to recruit because they say, how much is the product? 300. Tax, freight, everything. What do we get paid on? 300. Just one number for each item.
Yeah.
So I think that made it a whole lot simpler. And they said they're going to hold that people have to have real structure above NMDs. And anybody that's not NMD will have to, they're finally going to hold people to that structure. I said, you're cheating now.
And what happens to people that are not there?
And they don't get the money.
What happens to people that are not there and haven't got the structure?
Okay, the NMDs that are not there can still be called NMDs.
Right.
But for them to go above that, they have to have the structure. You got to get a second line now.
Okay.
It's amazing how many NMDs don't have 3 real lines.
Yeah.
Most of them don't.
Yeah.
I mean, check your own team.
Yeah. No, it's interesting. And what about new countries? Are they opening up any new countries?
They announced 2 new countries.
Yeah.
Mexico should be this coming year.
Right.
And Malaysia.
And what about Europe? Anything in Europe?
Aren't all the European countries? Aren't all the European countries already in the business?
No.
What country is it? Portugal?
Portugal's not in the business. Romania's not in the business. They're talking about that. Lithuania's not in the business. There's a whole load of countries in Europe that are not in the business.
And I don't know where they had the new managing director for Mexico at the conference.
Oh, wow. Right.
And the office is going to be in Mexico City. They already got an office. And they said that will open up next year. And they're hoping to get Malaysia open up next year. But that was the only 2 countries they talked about.
And this is, they're doing this direct as opposed to master distributor.
Right.
That might be a bit different then, is it? And the computer system, is that going to stand up to it?
It should.
Okay. And what's happening there? Because I mean, the money that was put in by the outside kind of third-party company. I mean, there's a load of kind of mistruths about what that was. I mean, Sue told me that it was a loan that's got to be repaid back in 25 years. Is that right?
Yeah, they didn't get into the details on that now.
Right.
Now, with this new system, when I show people here is, I'm trying to look at my paper right here. If you're a VF, you get 2 customers a week, 100 customers a year. Yeah. You'll add 18,000 a year to your income every year. If you're a sales coordinator, you'll earn 22.5. And what I try to share with people is I said every week plus distributors. Most of my NMDs or QNMDs, if I look at their report online, they haven't got a customer in 3 years. Yeah. Or 1 distributor. Yeah. They haven't promoted anybody. I said, your team's following your example. Okay. But I said, getting customers on are future distributors.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of people were a customer before they became a distributor.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
And the other thing they talked about too was follow-up. How many people don't have retention because they don't do follow-up with their customers?
Yeah.
If I spend some time chasing somebody, and let's say I get 100 customers, I'm making 22 grand a year. I want to make that again next year and the following year. I want to keep those customers. Just 8 or 12 weeks of follow-up almost locks them in for life.
Yeah.
But people don't. If I do this for 12 weeks, I get paid for the rest of my life.
Yeah.
And they don't want to do it. Right.
Of course. Right. Yeah.
I mean, when I pull up NMDs and look at their volume, how many NMDs don't even do 400,000 a month?
Yeah.
In pay line volume.
Yeah.
And it's structure. And they emphasize structure and leading by example.
Yeah. Well, listen, we all know that, and James and I are probably as guilty as the next person for not doing the same. And, yeah. So you're preaching to the converted from that point of view. So, anything else that came out of that?
Look what would happen for you and Michelle if you had 8 strong lines.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, Michelle's got a stronger business than I have. She's got 7 strong lines.
Right.
But between
also, no spouse can get a bonus if its top spot's not fully qualified.
Oh, is that what it is? Right.
Yes. Fuck all those motherfuckers.
You fought hard for that one then, didn't you?
No, I didn't know they were going to do that. But I mean, it's only fair.
Yeah.
If everybody sponsored their spouse, built everything under a spouse, not a motherfucker in this business making goddamn fucking money.
Yeah.
I'm gonna fuck everybody, but nobody's gonna fuck me. Fuck you. It don't work that way.
Yeah.
So and the company realized that.
Yeah.
Everybody was stacking it, making it hard for anybody to make money.
Yeah.
Because every other line was a nothing.
Right.
I sponsor you. You sponsor Michelle. She builds a business. They don't do anything. They sponsor their spouse. So your first line, your third line, and your fifth line does nothing.
Yeah. 1 5 nothing, 5 nothing, 5 nothing.
You get paid on your second and fourth line.
Yeah.
So and they try to get everybody to see it there.
Yeah.
You think you're going to screw everybody, but nobody else is going to screw you.
And how did that go down in the conference?
Everybody agreed.
Right.
There's probably 2% that didn't.
Yeah. And how many people at the conference?
Oh, about 8,000.
Oh, wow. So still good numbers.
Oh yeah, I had 900 on my team at my wrap-up.
Yeah. Wow. That's amazing.
Yeah.
Wow, that's incredible.
We didn't even have a cash giveaway, but they all wanted to hear how to do the numbers.
Yeah.
And again, what I show people, if you get 2 customers a week, you don't part-time.
Yeah.
Adding almost $2,000 a month to your income every year.
Yeah.
That's huge.
Yeah.
And then if you shared that with other people, they would get into business and start doing what you're doing.
Yeah. No, for sure. And that's always been the kind of the solution to everybody. Kind of add more people. As you say, you can't keep on squeezing the existing cows to get more milk, can you?
No.
Yeah. Anything else? What else was any significant stuff? So what's happening with the Tower Gardens? Is that still an ongoing project? Oh, losing your contact.
Something happened.
What's happening with the Tower Gardens?
Oh, they got a new Tower Garden.
I saw it. Was that the one that was in integral lights all over the place?
Right.
Yeah, on wheels, mobile. Yeah, we've got those already in the UK. Weren't they built for? I don't know whether they're built for the European marketplace or something like that.
Right, because of people have more room here normally.
Yeah, and we don't have the same sunshine in Europe, do we?
Right. So,
right.
I mean, look, it's wintertime now. Look outside.
Yeah, we had storms last night. It was quite interesting. But we haven't seen rain in Portugal since April.
We needed rain. We got rain last night.
Yeah.
But it was a real good conference, and I think with these new positions and the companies showing that they're going to hold to the structure is going to benefit everybody.
Yeah.
And
what about
the bonuses?
Yeah. What about
even though I don't get the bonus?
Yeah. What about the 50% rule? You know, they have in Europe at the moment, right. The 50% rule.
Only 50% could come from one line.
30%.
See, I think above NMD, they should cut that to 40%.
Yeah.
Because one-legged distributorship limits your fucking income.
Yeah. We've got 30% at the moment, but at the moment, it's actually gone up to 50% for the incentive to go to Dubai. And I suspect that not many people have qualified for the Dubai incentive. So that's why they've increased up to 50.
When is the Dubai trip?
Is it February next year?
Yeah.
Yeah. And I'm not sure whether you can buy into it or not. You know, they were talking, it maybe you can buy into it.
Well, I don't have, because when I started, I saw the 5 lines and I was self-qualified. So my second month I had 5 lines.
Yeah.
Here's something I did that other people don't do.
Yeah.
I went to my front line and taught them.
Yeah.
I didn't trust them, so I went to my second line and taught them. I didn't trust them either, so I went to my 3rd, 4th, and 5th and 6th line and taught everybody to be 5 wide, giving them a reason. If you're 5 wide, you're self-qualified.
Yeah.
If you're 5 wide, you get paid 5 deep.
Yeah.
I mean, okay, there's a reason to do it.
Absolutely.
I've been self-qualified since July of '87, my second month.
Wow.
Okay, I made VF the first month, sales coordinator next month, Q the next month, NMD the next month. And in September, when I made NMD, my 4th month, I had 3 NMDs on my team as well because I was duplicating. I went to my first conference with 3 NMDs.
Wow.
I was shocked there wasn't more NMDs. I said, guys, don't you see the fucking money here? I'm not trying to save the whale and the water and the trees and all that crap. I'm trying to get rich. Yeah.
And you have done.
Oh, it's been unbelievable. It's been unbelievable. 32 and a half years.
Yeah. And you're still doing 700 grand a month.
Over 700 grand. That's just at my spot.
Oh, really? And then you got Sue's as well.
Yeah, and Sue has 200 club spots under her that I don't get paid on.
Double bubble.
So I ask people, how many 100 club lines do you have?
Yeah.
The conversation gets real short there.
It does, doesn't it?
Right. Or okay, how many 39 club lines do you have?
Yeah.
People don't build real structure.
No.
Okay, and I tell people, don't do it for me. I'm going to build enough lines to have the business I want. And Bill Springer, Tony DeMeo, 2 lines front line to me. Sponsored in 1987. Both of them 12 clubs. They've been 12 clubs for 32 years.
Really?
But take 12 times 150. That's what I make a month. And there's no problem. They talk to me at conference, and I make that money. And now I don't understand why they don't do more. Let's see here. So I'm making $1,800 a month off each of them, and times 12 months. So I'm making,
times 32 years.
Yeah, but I'm making $22,000 a year.
That's 691,000. That's 691,000 for the last 30 years.
But I mean, I don't understand why they only want to be 12 club. But I don't get mad at them. I'll take 20 grand a year. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But some people just don't see it.
Yeah.
And I joke with people, but I'm serious. I was broke enough to get rich. Yeah. Most people make just enough money, they'll never get rich.
Yeah.
When do you take your health serious? That's stage 4. Okay, now I'll take my health serious. But when people get a little bit ill, they don't take it serious. No, it's the same thing with money. And again, I joke with people, but I'm serious. I was broke enough to get rich. I saw this as the only vehicle for Sue and I for financial freedom.
Yeah.
The NFL never called me. The NBA never called me. I mean, shocking. Okay. None of the soccer boys ever called me. Okay?
Brilliant. Listen, I've missed all of this conversation. You're in top form as always.
but Gordon, right now, you and Michelle could add 3 more lines on.
Yeah. And we know we've got to do that. I mean, listen, we've been in retirement mode for the last 3 years, I think, 4 years since we came down to Portugal.
Right.
But we've got the lifestyle that we want. Now we've got to start putting some effort back into it. And we've got a conference coming up. I mean, we just offer doing some Zooms tonight with all our people.
When's your next conference?
The 8th and 9th of November.
We're at
Edinburgh.
Oh, Edinburgh.
And Hannah and Clemens have got the Hamburg conference next week.
Okay. How many lines do they have?
Clemens hasn't got any, apart from Hannah, because they kind of swap numbers around. And Hannah's got between 4 and 5, depending if she's kind of like, qualifying and all the rest of it and buying in to qualify.
Yeah, what I like now that your second position and everything.
Say that again.
Your bottom spot, like if you sponsored Michelle, she can't win any bonuses of any kind unless the top spot is fully structured properly.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing with Clemens. We actually insisted that he couldn't qualify that one out. Just to make kind of 3 lines down on the qualification of Hannah. But there we go. But her strong line, if it is a strong line, is the one in Holland with Nicole. She's not adding any new people in the business either.
Right. No. And I don't understand it because I'm just out living my life. And like with new countries, I'll ask somebody, I'll be in a bar or whatever. Who do you know in Malaysia? Why do you want to know? I'm expanding my business there. Do you need anybody here? Okay. Or what's your business? So it keeps that helps me recruit them, even though I know that the odds of them knowing somebody in Malaysia is super slim.
Yeah.
With new countries opening, I use that as a line all the time.
Yeah. No, why not? We're taking somebody from Portugal over to the conference in Edinburgh because we've been told that Portugal's opening up.
Okay, I'm going to check on that. I would love it.
Yeah, no, I understand that that's a for sure thing. Simon's told me, kind of.
Okay.
And it would be an easy country for them to open up in Europe.
Oh, yeah.
It used to be open in the first place.
Right. Mexico used to be open too.
Yeah. Okay, Bob. Well, listen. That's been a good catch up, and always good to kind of get some motivation from Bob, and telling us things we should be doing, and we know we should be doing, and all the rest.
Right, yeah. For your own good.
Yeah. No, I know that. And I've certainly fallen a bit behind, and we need to stoke up the fire and get people back to where we were before. I mean, we're going to conference, and it's the first time that James and I have missed the 39 club in 20 years. Which is not a nice feeling, especially when we're going to Scotland.
No, and that's why I'm glad they're starting even higher clubs here.
Yeah. Well, looking at this, to get to PMD star, we've got to basically treble, quadruple our business.
Right.
That's back to work, isn't it?
Sue's calling me.
Okay, yeah.
Hey, I head that way now. I'm on a Zoom call at the house here with Portugal. Okay. Well, we were just wrapping up the call. Okay, you're at the Willow Tree. Okay, I'll be there. All right.
Say hi.
She already hung up.
Right. Okay. All right. I'll let you go because I know what she's like if you're not there on time.
Oh, I know. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Well, listen, great to talk, and we'll keep in touch.
Leading by example and structure is the two things I think that gets people to the top.
Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely. No problem.
And it's worth it.
Yeah. Absolutely. All right. You take care.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.